So for this video, we're going to be taking a spin on Token Crusader. This is a list that has been around for a very long time, but because of recent nerfs to things like Goblin Skulk and Ash Berserker, I actually think we're going to see a little bit of a rise in Token Crusader. And this is the version that I've been running, not 100% fine-tuned. There are certainly some things that you could do to make it your own. I've seen some people cutting Imprison in place of Execute. Not everyone runs Imperial Reinforcements. I personally am running the Reinforcements just because I'm running the Imprison version, but I would understand if you opted for a different route. But yeah, this is the list, and just like all of the stuff I've been doing recently, we're going to throw the deck code in the video description because we can do that now. So that being said, we're going to go play 2 games, win or lose, to see how this deck performs. So yeah, Token Crusader is something that plays very similar to Hlaalu. It doesn't have quite the high rolls. The nerf to Skulk didn't like destroy Hlaalu. You can still play Hlaalu and be very, very successful, but it did nerf some of the like blazing fast openers. Like if you could turn one Skulk and it was unanswered, then that often meant that turn 2 you could do anything from activate your Oathman, because you'd have a red and a green creature with the Nord Firebrand, to play Pit Lions, or sometimes like do all of those things.
Wait.
So we're going first against Scout here. Right, like the dream opener would be ring into Skulk, it goes unanswered, and then you do the old
training is over. It's time
do I want to makeshift over there? I think I don't. Do the old Oathman, Pit Lion, and then you just watch your opponent concede. Alright. That is a big skelly. It is a big skelly. Pretty unfortunate, just because that's the thing that got buffed. Wow. Alright, this is not a traditional scout list. Alright, we're gonna lose our pit line either way. So we're gonna save the Dawnbreaker for now. Try to do this into Divine Fervor and see how that works for us. Because it's a bit unclear whether or not this is like mid-range or something different. Certainly looks like a mid-range.
Into the breach. Acknowledged. I hear and obey.
Alright.
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
Perennial even, wow. Well, that kind of changes what I was looking to do. I was going to save this Dawnbreaker, but we can't let Perennial stick around, so we're going to go ahead and nuke that. We're going to not develop the Clan Captain.
Your orders.
I think I prefer this. Play Clan Captain a bit more proactively, meaning like getting immediate value. Wow. Never thought skeletons would be so annoying, and yet here we are.
Into the breach. Acknowledged.
So we're gonna break this rune just so that this comes online. And now we're gonna try to take control of the field lane here with some big bodies.
This should
It's a very interesting scout list that we're playing against.
I hear and and obey.
Nice try.
I hear and
All
obey.
right, let's break some runes, break some eggs, if you will. Get that pit lion down next to our rock-carrying grunt. And now our opponent is waiting to reconnect. Sometimes you're playing on mobile and you go into a tunnel. Or you go down the subway. Or something. And you lose connection. It happens. We'll just kind of patiently wait it out. Do 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 do. So yeah, anyway, the point here is that you can kind of see where this is very similar to Hlaalu, right? You go wide, you have lots of bodies, there's good card draw in Crusader, that's why there's good card draw in Hlaalu. You know, you give up fast starts. You don't have Mournhold Trader, you don't have Corner Club Gambler, you don't have the old Skulk Opener, but it's still pretty strong when you're playing Crusader like this, so... Time is ticking down for our opponent, unfortunately. And we should be able to mop this up if they pass the turn. As opposed to fully DCing. So we've got enough damage on board. Do that, do that, and then we're just going to skip this last rune, because I don't want them to hit a prophecy and for me to wait for the prophecy timer. That doesn't sound like fun. So we're going to go ahead and take our win, and queue up again. You know, after we do 3 win rewards anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and play some more Token Crusader. Alright, we're going second against Spellsword. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Spellsword? This should be easy, right? But the answer is no, actually. I think we're going to keep the Assault. Token Spellsword is still pretty strong. And again, with nerfs to some other aggressive decks, it's actually pretty good. There's a mid version of Spellsword floating around that's not half bad, and Dwemer Spellsword has been played into the top 100 a couple of times as well. This, unfortunately, doesn't tell us much. Hey, look at that Thalmor Embassy. But yeah, there's a strong chance that we just get wrecked here, because our hand is clunky as well. I was a bit greedy with the keep on the Crusader's Assault, and I'll admit that.
Wait, did you hear
It's
that?
a hell of a top deck for us, though. Hopefully that lets Pitline get online and that they don't have an Edict of Azura.
Did I stutter or something?
Preparations have been made.
I'll take them with me.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and get our pit line up and running. And then next turn we can start to spread our swarm a bit. Hope you like S noises as I say start to spread our swarm. Our swarming storm. I could have sworn I was starting to spread my swarming storm. Alright, that's enough. So we're in a decent position here. Obviously, pit line's very good for us.
Read my lips. Mouth paws.
But we don't know what our opponent is getting with these mud crabs. So there is a bit of uncertainty about our future. Alright, so this does look to be more like neutral Spellsword, so it could very well be like the Dwemer version.
I'll take them with me.
I don't think I want to break this rune here. Can't really afford
I'll
a
whip them to
prophecy.
shape.
Soldiers, report.
How can I serve? How can I serve?
I think it's incorrect for 1 damage, because like a javelin, a Cloud Rest Illusionist, something like that would be really bad. So we can go this route instead. With the ring, we'll have 5. We can potentially Crusader's Assault and Priest. Dwarven Dynamo comes down. It's a very good card.
Did I stutter something?
I have no patience for fools.
I mean, we could just develop our own pit line here, but
Acknowledged.
it's also pretty hard to turn down a flood of resources.
The Eight protect us. I hear and obey.
You fight like a child.
And then we'll go from there. And then we'll go from there. There's a lot of things that would be really bad for us right now. Divine Fervor would actually be a bit of a nightmare.
Did I stutter?
I have no patience for
Alright.
fools.
I see what you're doing, and I can respect that, sir.
Leave nothing.
Saving the favor would mean I could really trigger like at Rick like no other. There's an argument to be made that maybe this wasn't supposed to be Lion, maybe it was supposed to be Ring with Legate and then this, but one, two, three. I'd have 1 left. Crusader's Assault still doesn't quite enough. Yeah, this goes here.
How can
I mean, I have to
serve?
assume he's going to
Your
play
orders.
multiple creatures in the field lane, take control of it with that Siege Catapult. I was trying to figure out if I could effectively trade back into the Siege Catapult to like wrestle control away from it over there. But I don't think that I can. Alright.
I'll profit from your death.
Into the breach.
So I guess we're gonna do this.
Into the breach. Into the breach.
And then what? Hive Defender, maybe? Since we're kind of winning the race right now, but we do have to worry about something like Halls. Yeah, it's probably still Hive Defender. If I had more Imperials in hand, I would have considered Legate Rick there. With Clan Captain and Divine Fervor, we could push as much as 12. So if we hit like a Prophecy Illusionist, we could threaten lethal. Though that's not likely, since we have one in hand. I can't just let him race me alone in that field lane. Because if he plays like 2 or 3 Dwemer here, then they can easily outrace me by dropping a Halls the following turn. Yeah. And the fears are realized. So what would get us out of it? Wow. Dawnbreaker would have maybe got us out of it if we would have top decked that for some reach. Maybe another Orc Clan Captain. Because we needed 8 more damage. Even another Orc Clan Captain would have given us like a maximum of 6, though. We really needed that Dawnbreaker. We have no guards. So I do think that we are just going to lose this game. Again, probably because Hive Defender should have went here. Clear misplay by me. I mean, at this point, I don't think there's anything else you can say about it.
Hold the line.
This is at least a guard for now.
Them back.
We're ready.
All right. So Halls is a clear-cut win. We would have to hit a Prophecy, and even then I don't think it's enough. Yeah. And that's it. Good game. Shadow Mirror will activate. Alright. Well, there you have it. Like I said, you see Spellsword, it's not necessarily going to be an easy game. That was my fault, kind of throwing it there at the end. Hive Defender definitely needed to contest, but Halls of the Dwemer is a huge swing. It's a lot of reach if they have even just a couple of Dwemer out, right? You're paying 6 for essentially +6 if there's just 2 Dwemer on the board. I think sometimes people overlook that. So anyway, that's Token Crusader. It does what you expect it to do. If you made it this far, there should be a code in the video description. Thanks for watching. Until next time, may you walk on warm sands.